A lot of people want to come into tech and have absolutely no idea where to start from. I have been there myself, and you're probably watching because you're in that same situation right now. Guys, my name is Amin and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be telling you today about 6 steps that I've followed myself. So obviously it's not something I've just found on the internet. It's something I've practically implemented and has helped me, and I believe it will help you too if you implement them very well. So today I will talk to you about 6 steps you should take to transition from whatever you are doing right now to a tech role and make your transitioning process as seamless as possible. Guys, if you find this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, and I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, as it helps the channel grow and reach a wider audience. So see you in a bit. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I will be talking about how to transition into IT or cybersecurity from a non-technical background. I'll give you 6 steps to take, and I'm sure at the end of those steps, if you implement them very well, you should be able to transition easily to cybersecurity or any IT career of your choice. So I've noted down some points here, so if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to get a glimpse of what I've jotted down. So I think the first thing you need to do is to do your research. You need to research what you want to go into. Obviously there are lots of different roles in IT, and I think it's very important that you know what those roles are, what it entails, and what people do day to day in those roles. So I'll give you a quick example. Cybersecurity, obviously, I think you already have an idea of what that is, maybe from my channel, watching other videos, or from your personal research. There are a whole lot of other stuff, programming, there is cloud computing, there is security, there is networking, and there are a whole lot of non-technical roles in tech where you don't need to program or you don't need to learn how to code at all. So things like sales, marketing, compliance, administrator, auditor, all of these are IT roles, and you don't really need to do anything really technical. So when you do your research and you understand the niche you want to go into, then the next thing you need to do is to build a skill, build your knowledge and your skill in that niche. So for example, now that you've decided to go into cybersecurity, remember I told you could earn your certification. You could earn a certification in cybersecurity in just 2 days. There's a link up here. I'm putting a video up to talk about how to earn a cybersecurity certification in 2 days, 48 hours here, and I mean it. And if you follow the steps there, you will be able to have your first certification that you could add to your CV. So building your knowledge is very important. You need to know what it requires. So which would drive me to my next step, which is networking. Now you need to talk to someone who is already in that field. Ask them what they do, ask them what the learning curve is like, talk to them about their day-to-day, and they would be able to give you real life experience of what to expect in that role. There is a very good community of a lot of cybersecurity experts on Twitter, on even here on YouTube. You could reach out to me. Personally, I like to respond to people a lot. If you reach out to me, it might take time, but I'll definitely answer your question at some point. So after building your skill and now you're networking, the next thing to do, so like I mentioned, networking is very important. As you're reaching out to people on the internet, talking to them about what they do, you should also endeavor to be attending industry events. There are lots of events that are out there online that you could attend for free. SANS webinars always coming. Microsoft is always putting out free challenges out there, free webinars, free sessions for people to join in. So you should endeavor to join things like this, and it will be very helpful to you. So that's it about networking and making connections. Moving on, the next thing you need to do is preparing your sword. Now you need to sharpen your sword before you go to war. And what do I mean by this? Sharpening your sword means enhancing your resume and your CV. You need to enhance your resume and your CV in such a way that whoever is reading it would get hooked just by having the first look, because obviously you know it only takes an average recruiter 3 seconds to decide whether to go into details looking at your CV or to dump it and move to the next one. So creating a strong resume is very, very important. while some people would go ahead and pay for a service to get their resume done, you could just either reach out to people and tell them to share with you what their resume looks like, or there are free resources on the internet you could get on how to create a killer CV, and a very, very good one, and a cover letter. A lot of organizations don't ask for cover letters these days, but it's still a very good thing if you have one. So a quick reminder on what we've talked about: understanding the roles out there in tech. Like I mentioned, doesn't have to be a programmer, you don't have to write a code. Then you need to build a skill in that role you have selected. So you need to now build your skill and acquire some knowledge in that aspect. Then the next thing is for you to make connections and reach out to people, and then we'll go ahead to sharpen our sword by implementing a very, very good cover letter and a resume. Now the next thing you need to do is for you to prepare for an interview, because even after getting a very good killer CV, you still have to defend what you have in your CV, which is why you need to prepare for an interview. A lot of people would, it is also very good. So when you network with the right people, they would be able to help you to prepare for mock interview. I do this for a lot of people, where we sit down and have mock interview sessions. I do the free. I have a paid session also where you could book me for 30 minutes, and we would have like a serious interview, and I'll give you very, very candid feedback of what I think about the interview, as I've conducted a lot of interviews in the real world, and I have a little bit of experience when it comes to interviewing candidates for roles. So now the next thing you need to do is to make sure that you're not afraid to start from the bottom, because you're just coming into IT. You might necessarily feel like you're starting all over again. Don't worry about it. It has happened to all of us and a whole lot of people. Like I mentioned before, a lot of people in this space today started as an help desk support technician. So don't be afraid to start from the bottom. As you're starting, just know that you have a clear goal of where you want to be in the nearest future. So starting from the bottom should not be a problem for you. And like I said, understanding the basics, building a very good foundation will help you in your course of becoming a full security engineer. Now finally, transitioning into tech from a non-technical background is definitely possible. I have been there, I've done it, so you know you can do it. So if I can do it, I believe anyone can do it. So with the right skill set, knowledge and network, you can succeed in tech. Do not be afraid. Cheers guys. So that's it guys. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, as I have a lot of other videos explaining how to navigate your career as an IT person or as an IT technician. So from the moment you're transitioning, now you've picked a niche, there are going to be other videos that will tell you about specific niches like the cybersecurity, cloud computing, data analytics and the rest. So please go through the channel and see other videos you might be interested in. Thank you very much once again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.